When you've reached that place in your business where you just can't do it all, you can't bootstrap it all one more day, who do you hire? Do you hire a VA? Do you hire social media? Do you hire an ops person? Find out on today's episode. Hey y'all, I'm Kendrick Shope, creator of Authentic Selling, the #1 sales process for your business, which allows you to get more customers, make more money, and have the freedom to live the life you want to live. For tactical, practical, proven, strategic sales solutions that work for your business, ring the bell and subscribe. Now that you're making some money, it is time to figure out who to hire. And we've got some videos that talk specifically about how to know when to hire, how to narrow down what specific needs that you have as far as your business. So I want to preface this video by saying that I don't know the ins and outs of your business. So it could be that your answer is not here. I'm going to speak in generalities. It also could be that your answer is different from this. But in general, I'm going to tell you how to approach this. And this is probably not going to be a popular opinion, but it's what I've seen as far as growing sales that is the most important. So it used to be that the first hire was always a virtual assistant. Always. Take stuff off my plate, load the emails, do the thing, and a virtual assistant is incredibly important. The work they do behind the scenes allows you to be the star of your own business. It's incredible. However, the market has changed in the last 5 years. Social media has become a beast. Social media used to be an afterthought, an apostrophe, a comma, a cherry on top of the sundae. Social media is now a beast. It is the primary way that the majority of people find your business. It is also the biggest complaint that most people have about their business. My customers can't find me. I don't know where to find my customers. I don't want to go into Facebook groups and be of service. I don't know how to do it without being icky, sleazy, slimy, gross. I've been posting for 3 whole weeks and I'm getting crickets. You're not alone. You're not alone. Do I really have to do this real thing? Oh, okay, I will if I have to, because I'll do anything to get views. I've thought that before. I'm not making fun. So it used to be, before Instagram, yes, I'm dating myself, that you could post on Facebook and get a really engaging, this is even before Facebook Live, y'all, a really engaging conversation going on with one post. And so you have all these classes these marketing classes that haven't updated in 8 years saying be of service on Facebook and go in and help on Facebook. And yes, that's true. It's true that can work. But the reality is you've got to know how to do it and you've got to have time to do it. And that's not enough anymore, usually. You need to go all in on the various options a platform has. Do you need to be on all platforms? No, not necessarily. But you need to pick one and do it uncommonly well. So let's take Instagram, for example. Instagram has your post in the feed or your feed post, stories, reels, lives, IGTV. That is like 5 separate social media platforms in one. It is. Now, you could argue that feed posts and stories are kind of interchangeable. And you could argue that what you post on Instagram, you can also post on Facebook. But for the algorithm to really like you, you need to use the full functionality of the platform. So if you're just posting on Instagram and you're not using Reels and you're not using video and you're not using IGTV, the odds of the algorithm loving you are going to be slim. Is it possible? Yes, of course it's possible. A few years ago, or maybe last year, everybody was changing their business accounts to creator modes on Instagram because there was we realized that there was a huge uptake in the algorithm was rewarding. I lost my train of thought. The algorithm was rewarding people who were creator modes. It was a new function on Instagram. And people were like, oh my gosh, I'm getting 7,000 views on my videos. What they didn't realize was their analytics went away with creator mode. And so then they wanted to switch back to business mode because they couldn't see anything. They couldn't run ads. They couldn't whatever. That's all changed now. But the point here is little hijacks like that work for a very specific amount of time. They are a fast burn. When Reels came out, everybody, myself included, sorry, I got to scratch my nose, just be keeping it real. Everybody was jumping on the Reel bandwagon because you knew somebody, I knew somebody who got, a gazillion calls from being on Reels. When Periscope, who remembers Periscope, by the way? If you remember Periscope, drop a heart in the comments right here, right now. When Periscope came out, everybody was jumping on Periscope. And we could go back and back and back, even back to LiveJournal. If you remember LiveJournal, drop a $sign in the comments. Social media is always changing. It's the one thing you can bet on. But social media can no longer be an afterthought. It can no longer be just the cherry. Social media in our online world has become the crux of your marketing campaign. It is the fastest way to reach the most people, pure, plain, and simple. Yes, you can cold call. Hello. Yes, you can knock on doors. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Hey, 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 hey. Do you want to knock on doors? I don't. But the fastest way to reach the most people is social media, because you can literally, in your house, in your sweatpants, look at these beautiful sweatpants, y'all. My leather jacket and my sweatpants. You can be filming videos for people on 5 continents. Right here, right now. This is the beauty of social media, right here. Now, you may be thinking, what in the world? This video is all over the place. We're talking about who to hire. Yes, we are. But you need to understand why social media is so important. There are people watching who are like, I have sworn off social media. I am done. Bye-bye. I get it. I respect the hell out of that. I just took like 3 months off from social media. So I get it. But the reality is, if you're not using social media as your marketing, then you got to use something else. And that's going to take time. So what should you hire first? I don't know. There you go. It's a great video, right? I don't know what you should hire first. But I do know, to drive sales, the number one thing you need to do, if you're going to use social media, is have somebody who understands social media. Now, you may be saying, I can't afford that. I get it. I understand. We're talking about for people who are looking to hire someone. You may be saying, I can't find people to write like me, to sound like me. Every social media person I've used is a disaster. I hear this all the time. I get it. But the good ones are out there, y'all. I promise. Want a recommendation? I'll give you a non-affiliate recommendation. Shoot us an email, authenticselling@kendrickshow.com. Social media has become this, it's so it's so entrenched in our businesses that you need someone who understands the data. I'm not saying you have to run ads. I'm talking about organic social media. So I asked a social media expert last year, what's it take to grow on Instagram organically 1,000 people a month? This person said 3 hours a day of posting, using all 5 channels, doing engagement posting, commenting on other people's stuff. 3 hours a day. 3 times 5 is 15. That's 15 hours a week. 15 times 4, I can't even do that math. What is 15 times 4? Let's just look. All you who got there before me, I don't care. 60 hours. 60 hours. If you were working 160-hour month, that's 40 hours a week. If you're working 160 hours a month, 60 of it would go to social media in order to grow at the rate, according to this expert, of 1,000 people a month, because you're giving it 3 hours a day. I don't want to be on social media 3 flipping hours a day. No, thank you. So what do? The first thing to do is to pick one platform and go all in. You can still go all in on Facebook, but you want to utilize the functionality of groups, a business page, and a personal page. And you want to do it right. You want to engage. You want to do all the things. You also want to use some Facebook Live. You can use the functionality of Pinterest. Absolutely. You can use the functionality of YouTube. When we decided to go all in on YouTube, our director said you need at least 2 videos a week. So that's what we're doing. It's a huge time investment on my end, and all I do is write the content and show up and shoot. It's a huge investment financially. But I don't want to be filming the videos and loading them and doing all that crap. Crap to me is not crap to someone else. I do understand that. My point is, this is what you do as a CEO. You make the tough decisions. You allocate where the money goes. And if you have to choose between a VA or social media, I get it. I get it. But before you do what we've always done, which is go straight to the VA, make sure that you have a plan to fill those 60 hours a month, 15 hours a week. Some of us don't like to work more than 20 hours a week. I got to tell you, if your this is just math, y'all. If your container is, I'm going to work a 20-hour work week and it takes 15 hours on social media, you got 5 hours left to serve customers, write copy, schedule emails, it's not possible. That math does not add up. So you can scale back on social media, but then you're going to scale back on the number of interested prospects that you have. Same can be said for a VA. I don't want to learn a system. I don't want to learn about tagging. I don't want to learn about, when to send and who to send and all of that stuff. And maybe I could get a social media VA. You can. And I'm not going to tell you what to do. The title of this video might be a little misleading. I'm kind of feeling like it's a little clickbaity and I didn't mean for it to be. But the point here is you need to think all of this out. What works for business A doesn't work for business B, doesn't work for business C. So what do you need in your business? I hope that we will never, again, be without someone to manage social media. Because I don't have 15 hours a week to do it the way that it needs to be done. When I used to be able to drop in and spend an hour a day in there and have a pipeline full of customers, I could handle that. But it has outgrown me. And it's outgrown most people who want to run a legit business. If you want to be an influencer, if you want to be a social media star, then yes, spend all your time there. Absolutely. But I have clients that I have to attend to, that I get the pleasure of attending to. I have content I need to write for those people. So I don't have 15 hours a day to give to social media. I don't have 15 hours a day to give to scheduling emails either. Shouldn't take 15 hours a day. 15 hours a week. So if you can only afford one, which one do you choose? You need to sit down and do an assessment and figure out which one makes you the most money. And if that's a VA, then hire someone to get a plan for social media. And if that's social media, then hire someone to show you how to use your ops system. For more tactical, tell it like it is, practical, tangible sales advice like this, ring that bell, ring the bell, oh yeah, ring the bell. I have no clue what that was. Thank y'all for being here. I believe in you and I believe in your business. Bye y'all.